Today, students at some D.C. public schools went back to the classroom so they can receive added tech support and tutoring inside the schools. That sounds good, but what does that look like, and is it safe right now? Our Lorenzo Hall joins us now with some answers to your questions. Hey, Lorenzo.
Hey, Bruce. Yeah, Ballou State and a dozen other D.C. public schools are essentially student support centers, or learning pods, if you will. So don't think of this as a normal school or school day. They're reopening early to help students in need of Wi-Fi, technical, social, and emotional support. So what does this look like? Students are still learning virtually like their classmates at home, but there are now teachers nearby for students who need the additional support.
There is an operational and safety review of each school student support center plan before a school move forward with implementation.
How many people are in these schools? DCPS Chancellor Louis Farabee says each school submitted a plan to welcome students back. At Ballou State, for instance, there are about 20 to 50 students in the building a day. The Department of Public Works is helping the schools prepare.
Things needed in the facilities for a small 20-person cohort or less is much different than when you're opening an entire school.
Is it safe? The city's deputy mayor says they've been in touch with more than a dozen private and public charter schools in D.C., where small groups of students are back in class to figure out the best strategy. Overall, the district has seen an average of 0 COVID-19 related deaths for the past 2 weeks. Also, the city is now averaging 40 cases of the coronavirus a day, a decrease from the weeks before. So how are students returning to school now selected? Chancellor Farabee says the students and teachers taking part in these learning pods are all volunteers. He says no one was forced back into these buildings. With that said, when will most other students return to school? It's possible some students can begin in-person hybrid learning on November 9th. Right now, the HVAC systems are being updated at dozens of schools, along with other repairs and modifications in anticipation of more students returning. Yeah, and on that same note there, Mayor Bowser says they will have an announcement next week about plans to move away from all virtual learning for students still learning at home. Bruce?